Good evening, everyone. I'm TJ. That is Adam. There's Irene. And this is Mayhem's Amigos, Sunday night edition. Good evening. Where we sit back and we discuss the wonderment of the world, or lack thereof.
Yeah.
We just talk about random stuff and have fun with it. I think that's what we do.
Yeah.
It's true.
So the first thing I've got to get into tonight is a message that we got Thursday.
Hold on, your camera's blurry.
Yeah, I noticed. Here,
Oh, okay, sorry. I
Great
didn't know
now.
if you wanted to be like in focus before, like, you know.
Well, I'm worried when people can see me clearly, you know?
Oh, you worry about that.
Yes,
Yeah.
I get worried about that. Because then they might think that the rain is gone.
Yeah.
Oh, no. And then it might come over.
Yeah, right?
Is that?
So, to start, we got a message Thursday in our group chat, which Rage's wife is a part of. And then there's been, in the last couple of days, there's been a lot of misinformation that has gone out. So let me get this clarified for people so they understand. Rage has not passed away. He is on severe pain management hospice. It is only a matter of time. This is the last run. But no, he is still with us. I will give updates as they come in. But no, we still have Rage, as it were. His memory is in and out. He refuses to answer his phone now. I am talking to Heather pretty much every other day, if not daily, to stay on top of everything. So, you know, we're down to the final wire here.
Yeah, no, I was shocked to find out that some of the wrestling promotions in my area were already doing segments saying that Rage was dead, and they were doing a rest in peace bit.
Yeah.
That's odd.
Rumors of his death are extremely exaggerated.
He is not gone.
Yeah.
You know, you really made it in the world, though, if you already have, like, somebody saying you're dead before you're dead. Like, all the famous people, that happens to them, you know? Like, there's a rumor something happened, and it's like, oh, Ethan Hawke is dead! And Ethan Hawke's perfectly alive, and he's like, oh, that's news to me.
Yeah.
So, what if the rumor is that you masturbated before you really masturbated?
I guess you got some catch-up work to do.
Would that be premature masturbation?
Pre-assumed masturbation?
Maybe premature self-gratification. Could be it.
Yeah.
But it's like, he's not gone. And you've got wrestling promotions that are out there that are jumping a gun and doing rest in peace bits. And I'm like, okay, why?
Yeah.
You know, I don't understand. Does not compute. And not only that, you've got people reaching out to people who don't know everything that's going on and going, oh, I need to know, is he dead? Like, what? Did you reach out to me and ask me like that? I'm
sorry.
Believe me, I'm going to have a lot of words to say.
Well, and let's reiterate. If people want to know about Rage, you, TJ, are the contact point.
Yes.
I mean, unless they know Heather personally, but everyone's been asked to contact you for all the information.
And I think we put that out. Hell, Rage put that out on this show.
Yeah. But I figure maybe it's time to remind people. Because it's been a little bit, and people get forgetful. So
people do too many drugs.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And believe it or not, it wasn't anybody that I have had on this show that reached out like that. on this particular show, the reboot and everything since we've started again. It has not been somebody here.
Now, to be fair to that person, they saw one of these segments.
Yes.
And that's why they asked. But I don't believe that they asked you, TJ, did they?
No. Because that individual is, well, for lack of better words, chicken shit. And will not reach out to me for any reason. And blames me for that. And has been told directly to, you want to know, get a hold of me.
Well, a few times by a few different people.
No, Mike, it's not Leon Ishii's son. It is somebody that I am familiar with, and we'll leave it at that. I mean, I could go in and add a couple of things that are funny, but I'm not going to. Yeah. Because the whole conversation is not funny. It's the family asked if anybody wants to know. Oh, yes. Leon is Rage's son. Yes, I think. I don't know what his stage name is. I know his actual name. So if that's who you're thinking it is, I'm pretty sure you might be correct, Mike. But no, again, the family, his son, his wife, they have asked, if you want to know, contact me. I will give you the information that they say is okay for me to give. Do I know more? Yes, obviously I know a lot more than I give up. But that's on the respect of the family.
Yeah. And it's not like it's hard or difficult to contact you, TJ.
No. I mean, a lot of people have my phone number. And if you don't have my phone number, you have my messenger. And my phone is with me 24/7. I can be contacted.
Yeah.
And about the only time I don't answer the phone, I'm asleep.
Yeah,
that was not his son that he was with, Mike. That was one of the other wrestlers. I think I know who you're talking about now. I know his son personally, and again, I've been kind of an uncle to that kid, and there's no, that's not his son. I know his son. His son is not saying anything on social media right now. Dude, really? Tommy says his internet's back up. Snow is everywhere, 3 inches, but over ice.
Damn.
But that's up in Montana, so it's obviously expected there.
Yeah.
So no, Rage is not dead. Thank you to the person who asked it very bluntly like that. I hope you choke on a giant dong that's covered in shit, because that's so fucking rude. Coincidentally, let's make matters even worse. I was at a celebration of life when I got the call from Rage's wife, and I was pretty well obliterated. And then she told me he was on hospice, and that spun me down to the point that I left without saying anything to anybody. I didn't want to answer the phone. I got a lift. I got a ride home. I've spent $340 on that lift to get home.
Damn.
Yeah, I got screwed on that deal, but I got home, and it was literally because I was like, let's look at the last year. And Adam and I did this the other day. I said, let's look at this last year. My friend Phil, earlier this year, then one of my uncles, Jay, supporter of the show and a friend of mine, JD.
Mm-hmm.
Then my grandpa. Then a friend of mine down here. Now Rage is on hospice. My dad's in the hospital. They're not giving him good news. Marvin's going downhill. And I'm like,
Hey, I'm trying to avoid the list, but I'm failing pretty hard.
Yeah, no kidding. You've been in and out of the hospital now.
Yeah. Yeah, last few days, twice for heart issues. I'm only 43.
No,
It's like,
Tommy, I did not say dog. I said dong. D-O-N-G. Dong. I hope that individual has to swallow a shit-covered dong.
That's funnier. Shit covered dong. Well, not that dongs. Well, that's just a reason for it to be covered in shit, like a proper reason. Like,
No,
like
you know what? That person.
there's a little
here's
bit of
how-
A to M.
Here's how angry I am about how that was asked. I hope that dong is removed from Steve's butt and
ooh,
stuck in that person's mouth.
this just got a whole lot nastier.
Yeah.
Went to like a whole nother realm. It's nasty. I'm here for it though.
I'm I am taking that to the whole next level of you bastards. And that I got the screenshot. Nice. I got the screenshot yesterday from Adam where he was asked, and literally it was the question that Adam got asked: "Is Rage dead?"
Yeah.
And I'm like,
It was just that blunt.
you know.
I believe it was, did Rage die today? And it is pretty much out of the blue. I wasn't like talking to this individual or anything like that. It was just, boom, there was.
Yeah.
Like, not to my knowledge.
And I hear you, Tommy. I'm getting constant ringing in my left ear now. That's something I'm going to go into in a minute. But yeah, I mean, just to get that like that, and is he dead? Like, what? What? You're going to ask like that? You know, hey, maybe try to soften it up a little bit and go, hey, we've been hearing some bad news. Is Rage okay?
Yeah.
Or has there been a turn of events or something like that? You know, try to be a decent human being, not come out with, hey, is he dead? I hope so. That way it'll hurt TJ some more, fucker. You know, and I mean, that's
Go ahead, sorry.
what Ep Encounter says. It shows Irene is here, but he doesn't see her. I don't know who that is. Yeah, I see ya.
Yeah.
But, you know,
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'd like to see more, but, you know.
Well,
I'm happy with what I got.
I'm just happy that Irene is doing better.
Yes. I think we can all agree there.
Like, that's Irene's one of the one people I can look at and go, Irene's doing better. Okay, there's hope for this crap.
Oh, I get it. Because my camo shirt.
Oh, you're wearing the camo shirt. Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
I get
So
it.
what he's trying to do is talk you into losing the camo shirt. I get it.
I can do one of the Jenny things from Forrest Gump. You know how she's performing in the.
Yeah. Oh. Okay, so that was Fat 420. He says that was him. He was on the wrong profile. Now he's like, oh, yeah, take it off. That's okay.
Technically could.
You have the over, just it'd have to come over.
Well, I have a bra on.
Well, not trying to go there, but
Yeah.
Like
that's your call. There's no one's forcing you to do that.
Nobody's pressuring you to do anything.
Are you guys
You
ready
do
for it?
what
Are you ready for the sexiness?
There you go.
She's flashing some
there,
arm.
you got some skin, 420. And a bra strap.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
Some strapulation.
Please,
Slow nurse.
I'd have to Google that one.
420 just said 420's like, that's good. I think he just gooed his shoe just on that.
Let the fapping commence.
He says he'll be back later.
Yeah, he's got to go clean up real quick.
Yeah, right. Garden hose out front to make sure it doesn't look like he just jacked off an elephant.
Yeah.
Can you imagine like what a load an elephant would have though? Like, have you ever
I'm not
actually thought
trying
about it?
to imagine.
No, I
I
have never wondered what that would be
No.
like.
God no. Oh god. So I've got to bring this up, and I'm hoping that Steve will log in. I did send him a login link, so if he does, this will be great. But I was kind of trolling Facebook a little earlier. Oh, before I move on to this, I do owe some friends of mine an apology. They were expecting me to stay the night because I was that drunk, and I took off without any regard, and I couldn't hold a conversation, so I kept hanging up the phone. And they're really upset with it, and all they wanted to do was make sure I was okay and where was I at. And I said, look, I couldn't tell them where I was at. I had to drop a pin for the Lyft driver to pick me up to take me home. I had no idea where I was at.
Okay.
So, when I do see them again, I owe them a big apology, and they don't have to forgive me. And I understand if they don't. I'm under a lot right now, and
yeah.
I don't know. There've been quite a few people that have asked me how I'm even holding together. If we want to be flat honest about it, I'm really not.
Yeah.
Wednesday night is a great example. Because normally, one, I do not get that obliterated. And number two, if I'm going to be somewhere, I don't take off. And I did both. And I don't think I can remember the last time I was falling down drunk. And Wednesday night was it. Like I was blackout, falling down, could not walk drunk. I'm not taking it well.
Yeah.
I'm not handling it well.
You don't have to either. You know what I mean?
Actually,
Allow yourself that.
Yeah.
You know?
But the problem is I do have to handle it well.
Only in spurts. I mean,
No,
Yeah.
I mean I've got an obligation where I'm supposed to be the one that holds it all together no matter what.
Not one single person should ever be a person who holds it together no matter what.
yeah.
That's too much for one individual ever. Just so you know, we're here for you. You can fall apart in our arms.
I say you're not the capstone. If you crumble, everything else isn't going to crumble around you. But I understand the feeling that you have to be that.
And I mean, I get where you're coming from with that, Adam and Irene. Thank you for the sentiment. But let's face the facts. The last time I did something for myself, everything fell apart. And then I had to go into this fight or flight mode to work my ass off to build everything back. So and that happens every time I try to do something for myself. I watch it all fall apart, and I'm like, no, I can't allow these things to affect me like most people. I have to bottle it up. And
just as long as upon occasion you can open that bottle. So if you don't, eventually that bottle will burst and will cause more damage than letting things out as they came, whatever cause.
I mean, I'll be be flat out. If I had a way to do it right now, I'd go. The only place somebody would see me other than on here would be at work. I would be just in this coach somewhere under a fucking rock, and that'd be it.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't even say where I was at. Would I be in Texas? Well, I mean, obviously my job being here, yes, I would be in Texas, but
you'd be within driving range of work.
I would be within driving range of work, and that would be about it. And
you can triangulate it.
There's about 8 counties I could be in.
I'm stubborn. I'll figure it out.
But that's the case, and it's like, the girl I was talking to and kind of seeing if that was going to turn into a relationship. I made an off-color joke. Hey, it's me. I make off-color jokes.
Thus the premise of this show.
Right. She took it completely wrong. Basically said she did not want to be the one that inhibits my freedom. Goodbye, and blocked me. And I'm like, every week since August, it's been right about Wednesday or Thursday, I need money.
Yeah, so we're looking at about 11 weeks.
Right.
So, yeah.
So that entire time frame, I need, and it's never, an inconsequential amount. Like, I need $10.
Yeah.
It was always, and there was a couple of times it was like, I need 300.
So listen, don't get me wrong. If you're going to give out $300 a week, please support me.
At this point, I'm going to give money to things that I really need to try to entertain me. Like, I want to send $100 to Psycho Dan to get him to dress up like a clown and go over and visit Steve. That would be entertaining for me, because Steve would be like, "Whoa!"
Yeah.
Is he especially afraid of midget clowns?
I think so. So that'll help.
Sorry. We love you, Dan.
But
or Dave or whatever.
Yeah, Dan, Dave. Steve Barry, I don't know. But no,
He was a tyrant.
Oh, that's right. It was Blaine Berries. That's what it was. But no, I'm like, so I send this money. I'm helping out. I'm getting the promise that she's coming down here. And then I don't want to be the one that inhibits your freedom. Goodbye. Blocked. I'm like, you fucking bitch.
I mean, me and you discussed this. There were some red flags along the way.
There were some major red flags the whole way through this. Every time I brought up, hey, come visit, I'll pay for a plane ticket, take a weekend. Oh, well, wait a minute. Then we find out later she couldn't get on a plane if she wanted to. No social security card, no ID card, no driver's license, no way to do anything. That's all gone. Like,
yep. Her telling you she wanted to work on things with her ex, but being very vague about it.
Yeah.
It's like, you want him to be the father of the kids? Do you want him to be your guy again?
And she said she don't know. And I'm like, you know.
Yeah, you know.
And I know him. I mean, don't get me wrong. The guy he's a decent person, and I think the world of him. And, we did training together at Schneider, and I know a lot about the guy. Okay. But the fact is, he's never been a big earner. He's not a guy. He is a guy that goes out, and if he's making $35,000 a year, he's like, good, I'm good.
Yeah.
He's never been a big earner.
I mean, is he at least a decent guy from what you recollect?
When he wants to be, yes.
When he wants to be.
Yeah. He's got his moments just like all of us do. But yeah, I was like, oh, I love you, but I want you to be free, and I'm not going to do this. Click, goodbye, block. I'm going, oh, okay.
Yeah, seems like a bit much for
an off-color comment. Exactly. I'm like,
yeah.
Hey.
It's like she was locked and loaded for a reason to do this.
Now, granted, earlier in the evening, I had talked to her, and I'm like, you cannot be down here without a social security card. You cannot be down here without a driver's license. You have to get your license back.
Yeah.
Well, I can walk. I'm like, not here.
Oh, but she means from place to place.
Plus, places like, I don't know, 99.99% of jobs require you to have
a driver's license.
both.
Or at least a state-issued ID card.
Correct.
Something valid form of identification.
But my point was, in the area I live, you have got to have a driver's license. There are only certain places you can walk. You got to be able to drive.
Walk next door to TJ's.
And I'm like, and we're not going to be ready for me to have anybody living out here on the property for at least another year.
Yeah, shit's got to clear up on that front.
There's stuff going on there. And then I've got building to do. And I've got things I've got to get accomplished. So yeah, I feel like I got scammed. And
what's up, Steve?
Just after the money.
A little thing, bro.
And Steve logs in and immediately goes this cloud of smoke.
Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, guys. I was in the shower.
Oh, thank God.
I just got out of the shower. You see, my hair is still wet.
Yeah, it is still a little wet. Get some good gooch blasting, did you?
Oh, I did. I was itching bad. I needed a good gooch blasting.
So now I've got to bring this up before we get to. Steve had some questions that he wanted to bring up, but I've got to bring this up before we get to it. And Fat 420 says Maury determined, Steve, that was a lie.
No, I smell good.
Dude, I'm looking at the hair. The hair, look, I mean, take a look at Steve right there. His hair is wet still.
Wet, slicked back.
Shaved.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. Clean, somewhat clean shaven.
Yeah, somewhat.
It's like he knew that Irene was on today.
Yeah.
No,
looks like he smells better right now.
I get to the point where I itch so bad. I got to shower. Ugh.
Dude, when you've got to wait until you're itching to take a shower, that's probably waiting a little too long.
Oh, yeah. My hands itch. My hands are itching so bad. I gotta get a shower.
My hands itch, but not because I needed a shower. Like, I think it's because money's coming my way.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah.
All right, guys. I've got to head out for now.
All right, Adam. Well, get better soon. You might want to listen to what's about to happen.
Okay. I can do that.
Because I think you'll get a kick out of this. So I'm perusing Facebook, and I see this. Steve's got this picture of a turkey up, and Amanda Kluge says something along the lines in the comments of, for some reason I could see Steve fornicating that turkey. Just the pose of the turkey.
Yeah.
And Steve, without missing a beat, fires right back at her and says, well, it's probably tighter than you. And I'm going, oh, shit.
She's going to come over there and kill you.
Oh, her response is not you, fat man. But he popped that off. I'm going, oh, my God. I wanted to screenshot it and send it to Ray. I really did. And I just about did. Because I was like, wow.
That brewed in my head for about 24 hours. And I finally thought, fuck it. I'm just going to say it.
I mean, that was like.
I figure if she wants to dish it out, I can dish it out right back,
Well,
Thanksgiving, everyone bring their dishes.
Did you see what she said after that?
Yeah, she's like, fuck you, fat man.
Fuck you, boy.
I was like,
I want to say you like it too much.
No, what you do is you private messenger a titty pic. That's what you do.
Nah. That's okay.
Oh, Adam says, way to go. But no, when you did that, I'm like, what the fuck? And I'll admit it, I was reading this while sitting on the toilet.
Huh?
And it was probably a good thing that I was sitting on the toilet when I read this, because as I was laughing, it kind of forced
Yeah.
faster evacuation of the bowels.
Yeah.
It was quicker to take a Steve that way.
Yeah.
Nice.
But I mean, I just saw that. I'm like, no, he didn't. Like, because Steve never, unless he's provoked, and I mean really provoked, Steve does not fire back at people like that.
Hmm.
She will. I will with her.
But damn, like, probably tighter than you.
I've already been threatened to be killed by her husband once, so.
Well, first he's got to wake up.
Exactly. He couldn't stay awake long enough to do it.
So no, I saw that, and I'm glad that I've got you out. And Steve, I know we've been waiting, but dude, the turn of events since Crown Jewel.
Oh Lord!
Did you
I
see?
can't wait now till War Games.
Oh, I know, right?
I can't wait till War Games. Oh! And
man!
Have you heard that CM Punk joined OTC?
Yes, I've got the clip here where I've watched it like 5 times now.
Yeah, I'm like, oh my god!
Yes, Paul Heyman is back.
Yeah.
CM Punk is joining Roman Reigns in the OG bloodline, and here we go. And CM Punk's one of my favorite wrestlers, just because he's such an asshole.
Yeah, he is an asshole.
But he
reminds me a lot of you, DJ.
He's an honest asshole, though. You know what I mean?
That's true.
You gotta celebrate that.
Yeah, I mean, I look up to that, because he's just
bullshit. No.
He doesn't care. He's like, I'm here. I mean, look at when he came back. Looked at everybody. He goes, I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to make money.
Right, yeah. I think it. But
him and Roman Reigns up against.
And I happen to see. I mean, I don't, because I don't get to watch, because I don't have USA Network and all that bullshit. Now I see where somebody threw Jade into the windshield of a car.
Yeah,
Jade Cargill got thrown into the windshield of a car.
But I think that's a hell of a setup, though, because Jade Cargill's won half of the tag champs.
Yeah.
Becky Lynch has been gone for a while. Rhea's back.
Yeah.
And Rhea coming out the way she did for Liv Morgan. Oh,
he was fucking mad. He was mad.
Pow! And then headbutts her face mask and all. Like, Rhea's just all about it right now. Then coming out on Friday with the kendo stick.
Yeah.
And cleaning house again. It's like, but it's set up. It's set up for Becky Lynch to return. And I think that, you take out Jade Cargill.
Yeah.
That Becky's bailed out Bianca now for War Games twice. It's the logical phone call.
Right.
And I think that would be the team. Like, then you got Bianca Belair, Io Sky, Rhea Ripley, and Becky Lynch. And it's like, ugh. And yeah, absolutely. 420 said that he definitely called Punk. He called Punk coming back with Paul Heyman. And I was agreeing with him when we were talking about it. I'm like, the way they did it was pretty much how I would have wrote it because it made it cinema.
So it's like I said, I've missed some of it. I've just seen highlights here and there. So what? I know that Sammy kicked Roman in the face. Now that they threw him out now, and they're bringing CM Punk in.
No,
because I know Jay and Jimmy were really mad at Sammy that one
no,
night.
Sammy's involved.
He's still involved. Okay,
He's on the OG Bloodline side.
Okay.
He came out and he apologized straight to Roman's face and told him that was an accident.
Okay. I thought it was an accident, but I didn't know.
Yeah, you know, Solo's slippery.
Yeah, he is.
But
I think I honestly think the Bloodline, they're dead. I mean, once Punk joins in, it's over. They're not going to be able to compete with the OG Bloodline.
Right. So I'm glad to kind of. I hope that actually. I think it's going to set it up for a lot of singles competition.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the Bloodline storyline is now going to start to do its phase.
You know, yeah.
The Bloodline storyline, what a hell of a storyline for years.
Yeah.
It's been just a wild ride, but I do think that now we're starting to see the final chapters of it.
Yeah.
I think Roman has gotten to that point now. He's at like Undertaker level.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
So I think this is setting up where he can be at that Undertaker level.
Right.
You know, he's called in for bailout. He's called in when the chips are down. No, he's called in when somebody's causing too many problems. And he is that Undertaker guy that basically comes in and destroys and leaves. I see that once he gets the Ulafala back, I see him going there. And I think that's a good place for him. I mean, look at everything he's done for the business from pandemic to now. That's a very good place for Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
My gut check is still, I think it's going to be Punk winning the Royal Rumble this year.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be him last year, but he got hurt.
Uh-huh.
So they made it back-to-back for Cody. And that was an audible.
Right.
So I think it's going to be Punk winning this year, and then we're setting up for Punk versus Rollins.
That sounds pretty logical there.
I think
with
with
Royal Rumble.
Royal Rumble is coming up that's the end of January, right?
February, isn't it?
Okay.
End of January, early February.
Yeah,
It's right there.
First week in February or something.
But then you said this year, so I got confused. You mean
Well,
like
I'm thinking, the upcoming 25.
Mm. Oh.
You know, I am looking forward to next weekend. I cannot wait. I'm watching War Games. I don't care if I got to work. I'm watching War Games. Survivor Series War Games. I'm really looking forward to it. It's been just since Crown Jewel had some epic stuff happen. And Steve and I were both like, whoa, just different shit that had happened. And I don't even remember now. Like, it's that far back because of everything that's happened since then. We called Cody Rhodes versus Gunther for the Crown Jewel Championship. That went to Cody, which I'm glad it did. We did call Liv Morgan winning Crown Jewel Championship against Nia Jax because Judgment Day got involved. But, like, the other stuff that happened, we did not expect Solo pinning Roman. But it set it up for War Games.
Yeah.
And what did you and I say was the match that stole the show that night? I mean, there was one.
Oh, wow. I don't even remember. Like you said, there's been so much happened
Yeah.
since then.
I mean,
Was there the one with Dwayne Johnson and Cody Rhodes
The
and
Rock.
Roman Reigns and some other guy?
Yeah, you're talking about The Rock, and right now he's like playing a part of the final boss.
Oh.
Yeah, because he's got that movie that just came out, so he really don't need any wrestling exposure right now. So he's the final boss when everything else goes to shit.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, let's face it, he is a part of the TKO board, so he's able to kind of call himself that.
Yeah, he could. And
he's done very well with it.
Right. I don't see him getting involved in war games, but possibly he could get involved in Royal Rumble.
Well, Survivor Series War Games is the last of the big four.
Okay, those guys Survivor Series.
All right, yeah. So it is Survivor Series, but that's the last of the big four of the year. All right, your big four are the Royal Rumble, SummerSlam, WrestleMania, and Survivor Series. That's the big four. So I expect some massive changes of events and massive turns to happen on Saturday night.
Oh, yeah.
This is where they're going to shake it up. Like I could see Bloodline versus Bloodline in War Games, and they're almost done, and then Drew McIntyre come out and attack CM Punk.
Mm-hmm.
I could see that because that's the venue that happens.
Yeah.
I could see, old school returns like Lita and her thong.
Oh. Yeah. That'd be nice. Even though she's about 50 years old now, isn't she?
Is she that old?
She got to be close to my age.
If she's still looking good in a thong, doesn't matter.
Hell yeah, she does.
Just put her face in the
You
pillow.
can't even see it all. You can't even see it all, but you can imagine it. Ooh.
Oh yeah, now she's got it covered up. She didn't back in the late 90s.
No. You knew what cover it was every time she came out. But those pants wouldn't go down any farther. God damn it. Stopped right there at the hip.
Yeah.
I never saw them pants get pulled down. I would have tried, that's for sure. I'd have grabbed them, that's for sure.
Well, you would have tried to pull down Lita's pants?
Hell yeah.
Why do I see this going down as like some sort of like rape case?
Yeah, kind of.
I'd like to get her. I'd like to wrestle Liv Morgan and put her in a bucket. Put her in what they call it with army press, where I got my hand on her crotch over here, my hand around her neck. Oh. Well, I'll be rubbing that snatch, man.
Yeah, I think you'd be in jail about an hour later.
Nah, Mr. Man says okay. He's probably done it.
Oh shit. So what? You would go in. What would your wrestling name be? Would you be the Stain?
Yeah.
I like
the Stain with the baby oil shows up and attacks Liv.
And it's not really baby oil.
My signature move would be the shit face.
That's your secret move.
It'd be like a combination of what is that? Who was that? Rico? Yeah, Rikishi and I don't know, George Animal Steel.
The shit face. They just got shit faced.
Oh no, here it comes. He's going into the shit face move. Oh, look, they sat right on his face. Oh my God, this looks like what is dripping down his underwear.
God. Fat 420 says he wants to wrestle Irene, and her finishing move is sitting on his face. It's called Death by Stu.
Oh yeah, I'm with you.
I'll work on my split.
She doesn't, honestly, for me, Irene doesn't have to touch me. If I lay on the bed and then Irene gets on all fours and I wanted her to be naked, she didn't have to touch me. Just let her Just go like that, wiggle around.
Like, oh my god, I feel like an animal.
You've got the movements down.
I have a lot of time to think about stuff like this.
I'm seeing this. I'm realizing this. Like you're sitting there seriously thinking about it in very extreme detail.
Detail on her
It's
knee
just been
tail.
hard, man.
Like, yeah, as long as she does this and the woo woo, and then hey, here we
Oh,
go.
yeah.
I was like, what?
Oh yeah. I can't get too much into it because I just took a shower. I don't want to take another one. So
Well, the next one would have to be cold.
exactly.
Oh man, I've got my new water heater on order. I cannot wait to put that in here because I am tired of taking cold showers.
How big of a tank or whatever you have?
10 gallon. It's a small one, but it's enough for me.
Yeah, that's all you need for now.
Yeah. I am still of that opinion. I'm like, okay, look. Let's face facts. One, there is no woman on the planet that has the ability, the capability, the understanding, or the resolve to put up with me.
Yeah.
You think that?
I would say that's true.
See, there you go. I have backup.
I know TJ pretty good. I think that's true. They put up with him for a little while and said, no.
And it's not that I don't think it's that I'm a crappy person. It's just I'm very set in my ways.
Exactly.
Your personality.
Exactly.
Well, I'm very set in my ways. I have no desire to change it. I'm not going to change it.
Exactly.
I do not want. I could have, Adam, but I'm not going to because the water heater I'm getting is electric and propane, so I can use it. Yeah. Where I haven't found a dual fuel tankless yet for an RV. When I do, that'll be what I get.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
But kind of going back to what I was saying is, I'm extremely set in my ways. I'm not somebody that has any desire to change.
Yeah.
I'm winding down to the end of my career. I'm already through 3 different marriages, 2 of them by divorce. I know what I want, and I'm not settling. And that's the thing that, like most of the women that are out there, they want me to settle on one point or another, and I refuse to do that.
Yeah. I totally agree with you. I'm the same way. I don't.
Like Irene, you've got your perfect guy, right? With Brad. Would you say that?
You know that she's not going to answer that right now.
I have a guy.
You have a guy. You've got your husband. Would you say that he meets the entire bill, or if you could? Are there a couple of things that you would change to make him fit a little better?
Everyone has room for improvement, myself included.
So, yeah, I'm not going to deny that. You're going around the question, though.
I don't have the right answer for it yet. So, I'm just like,
I would say what she went through. I would say, I could see how she had doubts in her mind if there was, your spouse doesn't do what she did to him. I had a crazy ex-wife, but she never did anything like that. She pulled some stupid shit after I left, but
right.
Yeah, but
see, I don't even know the whole deal on that. And you don't have to tell me right now, but if you want to talk later, I'm all ears. But I had my middle wife, my second wife. I was just driving home from work from the radio station, and I saw her bent over the hood of her ex's car, getting it from behind by him. And I'm like, I went right home. I packed my shit. I threw it in the car. She comes home. She goes, where are you going? I said, well, I mean, you could go and clean your ex's cum out of your snatch. I'm on my way to another place to live.
Right. I agree.
I was done.
Yeah.
So then I after years and going through a lot of different stuff, I'm like, well, was that the right call? So with my third wife, when she started all the cheating, I actually tried to have a little bit of an open mind about it there.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going, okay, look, as long as you're telling me, I can try to live with it.
Right.
And work through it. Well, when she started lying to me about it, that was it. Like, she told me she was going to a bachelorette party, and where she was really going is she was going to be the center of a gangbang.
Why does that sound appealing to me? What? To try one.
Why? She went and had a train ran on her.
Oh.
I'm like, so I'm like, no.
What do they call them when
DP?
When your dicks touch each other almost, but like isn't there a term for it? Like
spit roasting?
I don't know. Could be. Like it's something brothers or something like.
Yeah, where's oh god, yeah, I don't know.
You know what I'm saying?
Steve's got
the wrong guy here. I haven't had sex in 18 years. I wouldn't know.
You watch more porn than I do.
That's true, but I don't ever pay. I don't listen to the words. And, that's what I like to. I mean, I like because I'm not watching the people. I don't care who the people are.
Right.
Because I have an imaginary. I have who in my head. I have
bear with me a second. I've got to go get something out of my fridge.
Oh, so you got. Well, now I've got to bear with him first. Jeez.
Yes.
Well, it's a
you have a list of people you imagine them to be. Right?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm the same way. When I had my dog slap, when I caught my ex cheating, hell, I'm not here. Where are you going? So I'm leaving. You screwing somebody else. Even though I had already screwed 2 other women, so really, I guess it balances out. So it's fun. I just left. Then
I'm here.
Then she stole all my race car shit. Pissed me off.
Oh god.
That really pissed me. That pissed me off more than fucking getting caught with Ed in the fucking. She pulled all my fucking tools, all my fucking race car shit.
Wait, okay, so because she stole your shit, that made you angrier than catching her with your friend?
Oh fuck yeah! I had fucking 30 years of fucking tools, man. I had tools to fix tools.
God.
And she stole everything. I went across every fucking thing.
Yeah. But didn't you get most of them from Harbor Freight anyways? Like
she wanted me to be okay with her fucking head all the time. No, I'm not okay with it. Even though like I was a hurt.
Well, I mean,
been to Iowa once. Tried to sleep with a lady, but she had a headache. That was a waste of
But the thing, I think you would probably still be with her if you had been a little more open-minded and said, you know what, open marriage.
Yeah, I probably would have. I said, you know what, you go to his house, I don't want to know nothing about it. I probably would be okay with it. I probably would have been okay.
But it would have to be, the thing is it would have to be both directions. Like, she would have to understand it. You're going out and doing it too.
Exactly.
So I really think that you two, if you had instead said, no, you're going to have an open marriage.
That's a possibility.
Been a couple of swingers.
I don't know.
Was that like a thing back then?
That's been a thing for years.
I had a lot of problems with her son.
Well, yeah, you have told me that.
Yeah. Me and her son, we had several org fights and shit. And then he was getting no fuck. He was 21. And I think one of us had probably went to jail. He'd done something stupid. And I don't know. He already tried to do something stupid. He tried to lock me out of the house when I was packing my shit. I said, you can't do that. So it's like, no, you can't. My name's on we were renting the house. I didn't know I can fucking open it. You have to let me in my fucking house.
You know what, Steve? I know what I'm gonna do for you.
Oh no.
Adam's got the idea. I'm gonna go ahead and send Adam the money next week to buy a can of pineapple. And then take it up to your place and leave it outside upside down.
It's already been done.
I think it's got to be like an actual pineapple or like a decoration of a pineapple.
Because when I moved from wherever I lived, Oriana, Christina was moving me out. They found a can on my window. She had a picture of it. It was a can of.
Oh God, yeah, I remember that now. God, that's right.
I didn't. I might have put it there maybe when I dropped my groceries one time.
But no, I want to put it in a place where it's going to be visible.
Pineapple upside down.
I want it visible to like your neighbors and everybody. That upside down pineapple, like right there by your door or on your window or something.
Oh yeah.
We should like make it ourselves.
Yeah, let's see if
paper mache it or something.
I got a hook on my door. Yeah.
I mean, let's see if we can get somebody to come in and visit you. Because
Robin's gonna be
you know what that upside down pineapple means.
Oh yeah.
You know, you're down to.
Or what was that guy's name? Tim. What's the guy's name?
Oh yeah. Is Tim still there across the hall?
No, Tim moved to Colorado.
Colorado.
Probably must have cheaper weed prices.
No.
Got some people.
No.
In Colorado.
I don't know why he moved to his daughter or something. I think my Robin has turned this whole building against me. She tells all these people that I talk about them. I don't talk about them. You don't put the shit on Facebook. I read the Facebook. It's on public. It's on a fucking social media. I'm not fucking lying about this shit. This is the shit you're typing.
Oh, Fat 420 says yes. Colorado has way cheaper weed prices.
Well, yeah. Well, I know that. On the fucking God, way. Hey, Fat 420, what are you doing tomorrow morning? You want to do a show with me?
Oh, Steve, I'll fill you in on something there. Well, no, I told you about that.
You told me about that. No, he's doing it for me. He's doing it for me.
Say, I know. I talked to Fat 420 the other day, and I know he said he's taking some time off.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool.
And chilling out and just relaxing because
I do that too.
Yeah.
Yes, it's cool. I
saw his name. He says he'll let you know.
Okay, dude, that's all. I'm doing a show regardless.
I'd love to see the two of you getting baked again because I remember producing the smoke signals at the very beginning.
Right.
What the fuck are these guys doing?
That was hilarious.
That's what I think about it.
Bullshit for the whole show. Like it was just like, and they're like,
because like right now, the Rhino's got that fucking baby, so like everyone's got to go do the fucking doctor, And like this week is the month is 1 month physical and all that other bullshit. So I don't need somebody. I don't need somebody just once in a while, like when Rhino has to go to the doctor.
Right.
Because I tried with a couple other co-hosts last week and it didn't work.
I saw that and I'm like, you got so stoned you just wound up in like Rambleville.
I was just I was just trying to keep the dead air, man. I was like, I think nobody was talking. And I was like, well, I gotta keep talking. And I do that, see? Like right now, I'm talking too much. Because I don't normally smoke on Sunday unless I'm gonna do a show. for some
Right.
reason. And when I sat down, of course, this is where everything is right here. All my vapes are within 6 inches. You know, I don't have to just pick and choose what I want. You know, what? So
normally on a Sunday, you're over in your recliner a couple feet away and far
Yeah.
enough away that you're not getting up to go grab one.
exactly.
Good.
Exactly. Well, because I want to watch football, you know, I want to get into football, and like I know I'm watching the Kansas City Carolina game. Wow,
You said
not a
Tennessee?
bad game. Kansas City's
haven't-
winning 27-19, so I didn't think that. I thought it'd be a blowout.
I haven't even checked the scores that were
Titans?
important to me yet. Like, I'd like to know how Houston did.
They were losing last time I checked. To Tennessee?
No, they weren't playing Tennessee. I don't think
Yes,
they were.
Yes, they were.
Yeah, they
Wasn't
were. Oh, shit. Yeah, okay. So they're down by 3.
Yeah.
First and 10 at the Tennessee 11.
Who else got that? Mixon. Mixon pounded in from there.
But, I mean, Houston's had a hell of a season this year.
Yeah.
The one that I don't even pay attention to the Bears anymore. I like the Bears and all, but I don't pay attention because it's just painful.
The Bears. Those
The
Bears?
Yeah, and they'll be even worse because since if they're playing today, then they play Thursday too.
I think they're trying to set themselves up to get the number 1 draft pick again. I really think that's where it's going.
I think Dallas is also doing it. I've heard through the grapevine. I've heard through the internet grapevine. And Dallas is going to shoot for it. And then they're going to take Standards number 1 and offer Dion the head coaching job. Fire Mark McCarthy.
Well, I mean, Dallas could do that.
What was the other team? I thought there was another team that they were saying was going for the draft. I can't remember which one it was, though.
But I'll tell you what, I mean, the one thing that they need to do is get rid of Dak Prescott.
Yeah, they need to get rid of. Yeah,
If Cowboys would get rid of Dak Prescott, they'd have a better team.
I saw Aaron Rodgers was out the Jets. He wants to play football, so now the Giants are going to offer him since they let Daniel Jones go.
Right.
The Giants.
Just all this going on in the NFL, and I watched a good piece of yesterday's UT game. Which I mean, everybody knows I'm a huge Texas Longhorns fan.
Mm-hmm. Number 1.
And there was a point there where I'm watching, I'm like, what are you doing? Because Ewers, our quarterback, was just fucking up at the end of the third quarter.
Yeah.
I have not seen that many turnovers since Betty Crocker. And all because he was fumbling. And then fourth quarter, he pulled his head out of his ass. He went to the run game, ran the score back up. Texas wins.
Mm-hmm.
And that was against University of Kentucky.
Yeah.
So we're talking that should have been a pushover game for him.
Yeah.
What's Kentucky's team called?
The Wildcats.
Wildcats. Okay.
Yep. I watched Army Notre Dame.
This upcoming week. Yeah. Notre Dame blew out the Army.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
47-13, I think.
Oh, God, yeah. So this upcoming week, Texas has got the tough one. Well, one of the tough ones. Texas versus Texas A&M.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm going.
Didn't Texas A&M win in overtime yesterday?
I never checked. Let me see.
I think their game was the one that was in overtime.
Let's see. Texas A&M football. Final in overtime. No.
They lost?
43-41. They lost to Auburn.
Oh, yeah, that's what. Yeah, yeah.
Auburn that's Alabama or no?
Where is Auburn?
Why did I think that's in Alabama?
Number 7, I think. I think they're higher than Alabama.
Well, here, I'm going to bring up the SEC standings. Because right now, oh, shit. Oh, hello.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so it is.
According to this, which I'm on FBS, Texas is number 1
in
the SEC. Georgia fell to number 2. Tennessee, Texas, 3rd. Texas A&M 4th. South Carolina 5th. Alabama 6th. Ole Miss 7th. Missouri 8th. LSU 9th. And Florida rounding out the bottom of the top 10.
Go get it. My sister is going to school there right now, so.
In Florida?
Yep. She's doing law school at Florida University or whatever the Gators are. Yeah, I think it's UF, right? And then FSU is the Seminoles. Yeah. The Gators. And then they have, isn't it the Miami Hurricanes? Or is that like that's not a big team, right? The Hurricanes is a college, right?
Fat420 says Auburn is that bad in the SEC? Dude, yeah, Auburn is 3rd from last.
Yeah. Look at you.
And I mean, like we were talking about it the other day, and I said, or we were talking about it last night, and you've got the Pac-12, you've got the Big Ten, you've got all these different conferences, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I'm looking here. Some Big 1G. I don't know what that is. I think, that's Big 10. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Big 12, ACC, AAC.
Yeah.
But if you really want to watch good football, the good football is in the SEC, period.
Yeah. Okay. I'll say that. Although I don't like it, but I do like it with the way they've expanded the Big Ten.
Yeah.
I don't think Penn State should be in the Big Ten, but to me, Big Ten should be the Central region. Missouri.
Well, your AP overall standings right now and top picks are number 1 is Oregon at 11-0. Right. Number 2, Ohio State. Number 3, Texas.
Yep.
4 is Penn State. 5th is Notre Dame. I mean,
that is a big one.
You've got one hell of a lineup for the championship.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean, this is the first year in my recent memory that I can say Alabama is not even in contention.
No, yeah.
They're so far out. It's ugly.
Yeah. They don't even look like Alabama. Like I watched a little bit of the little highlights in that game. Nah, they don't even. Well, they've had to, come on. In the last couple of years, look all they've lost. They're all going to the NFL.
Yeah.
And they're definitely striding in the NFL, but now they got all these young kids.
You give them a couple of years, they'll be back. You never count them out, though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, to be fair. 420 says he'd like to see Notre Dame win it all.
I've been to, and that was one thing. One of my what do you call it? Bucket list things. I wanted to go see a football game at Notre Dame, and I got to do that when I lived up in Chicago. My brother took me, so that was badass, And I like Notre Dame, and I've always paid it. Like I said, I tell you the game that I'm really looking forward to is in 2 weeks. That's the Army Navy game.
Oh, I love the Army Navy game.
The West Point playing.
Yeah.
Of course, I do have a vested interest in that one.
Well, yeah.
I have to be loyal and root for Army the whole way.
Oh, well,
I got a feeling Navy's got it this year, but
after what I saw yesterday, it was against Notre Dame. Well,
but that don't stop it. I'll still be there going, let's go Army, you know.
I'm sitting here thinking about all the people I know in the Navy and all the people I know in the Army, and I'm trying to like, even though they're not playing football, I'm like,
holy
which one
shit!
is? Like it's relevant whatsoever.
No fucking way. I hope it. I'm sorry.
Of course.
Hey, 420 says, when are we going to get Space Force versus Navy? That could be a fun one to watch.
That would be a good one. Yeah.
Has anybody ever looked at the emblem for the Space Force? Like looked at the flag for it?
I'm gonna have a look at this now. I don't have the Google open. What do I do?
Like I'm a huge Star Trek nerd, right?
Oh,
doesn't that look like the thing from Star Trek, like the Starfleet emblem?
Oh, hold on.
I'm like, what the fuck? You stole that from Star Trek.
No, maybe they bought it from Star Trek.
No, they couldn't afford to buy that. No, Star Trek's still using it.
Are they?
Hell yeah, they are.
So it's kind of like that little triangle looking thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it kind of does look like a little bit like the
the
thing on their vest or whatever.
Holy shit!
It was called, but
Carolina just tied Kansas City with 1 minute to go in the fourth quarter.
Holy shit!
27-27.
All they have to do is play football.
I hope Carolina win. Fucking Rhino will be. Dude, they lost last week. He die hard. Fucking Kansas City. I was texting. He fucked you. I'd wait for my text.
You know, I'll tell you what. I'd love to see Carolina actually get it.
I would, yeah.
And at least get them to go to the dance. You know,
yeah.
The dance.
Yeah.
The Super Bowl.
Because it's not going to hurt. Even if they do lose, it's still not going to hurt Carolina or Kansas City standings. They're still going to be fucking first. So it would definitely help Carolina's,
help their morale.
Yeah, morale. Yeah, then get these guys more enthused and think, oh fuck, we beat Kansas City. We can beat the other guys.
So Steve, you said that you had questions about
I just had
truck driving.
Well, I just had a couple of questions. I know you dabble in that.
I dabble, yeah, okay.
I just have, and it's some
pedestrian, to be honest.
This pedestrian work ethic that I have in driving a truck.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. My first question is, and I think I probably figured this one out, but
Imperial Star Destroyer.
I think it's more because I live close to a fucking way station in Illinois that's open, so I'm always wondering. Okay, now if I'm driving the biggest U-Haul, do I have to pull over at the way station?
You should not. The only time they should really end up going in there, like the hot shots do, somebody who's renting one of those U-Hauls for a commercial use have to go in there. I mean, if it's just you as a private driver,
right.
I still do because I hold a CDL.
Right.
So I'm like, all right, I'll play it safe, and I go in. Obviously, in this, I would have to go in and get weighed.
Okay.
But it's mainly aimed at commercial.
That was another question. Because I, as you all know, years ago, I used to dabble in the racing. And these guys, I see these guys nowadays, they got these big motor homes and big tall. Some of them I see pulling away stations, but some of them I see go right through. But they also say, not for hire on them. Now, does that make a difference?
Yes, it does. That not for hire status on one of the trucks is actually, if you're using it for private use, it's actually required.
Oh, really?
You have to put that on there, because if you don't have that not for hire on there for private, private RV or whatever, then you're actually required to run with a DOT number on it that requires you that now you are under DOT guidelines. You are a commercial vehicle. You have to follow all the same rules.
Right.
So that not for hire is required for anybody driving a tractor trailer that it's for a personal use.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I never pulled the. I've driven. I've never driven a toter, but I've driven. We had a big, fucking like U-Haul was a big truck like that. That I pulled a 30-foot trailer behind, 38-foot trailer behind, the enclosed trailer. I never went to any fucking weigh stations.
Well, I'll give you another kicker to it. I just found this out recently here in the state of Texas. For me to operate this coach that I live in, which you guys have all seen, the living room, kitchenette, and where I broadcast from, you've only seen half of it.
Right.
We have not been in the bathroom, and we have not been in my bedroom. No. I do scrub my toilet, but I'm still not going back there with a camera. But no, you guys have only seen half of this coach, just where I'm at when I'm up front. So this 40-foot monster, I'm still required to carry a Class A license to drive this vehicle. Okay. Especially since I'm going to be carrying my bike and towing the car. Because it's a combination vehicle. However, there is a way to get a non-exempt Class A driver's license that is not a CDL. And I can drive with that without having to carry the medical card. Now, if I'm going to maintain my CDL, I have to maintain my medical clearance.
What does medical clearance mean, like for truck driving?
I've got to go in every 2 years and get a physical done, hearing test, vision test. Okay. Depending on the doctor, one of them might want to try to grab my junk.
They do a hernia test?
Yes, they do. They do a hernia exam. I think I pissed the doctor off. She's like, all right, well, I got to do a hernia check. I had gas when I did mine last week, so I leaned over and right there, and she's looked, and I knew she was like, I just felt the change in the air in the room because she was already down there looking, and I let it go.
Oh my!
And boy, I mean, she signed off on 2 years, so I got lucky there.
I don't want to see this again next year.
Right. I think maybe it stunk bad enough that she's like, okay, 2 years. Here you go. Chris said he was at a parade.
A parade? Huh.
Well, maybe he's back.
Well, I'll ask my last question right here. Well, wait for Chris.
Maybe.
Okay.
All right.
Auto carriers. You guys are hauling these cars. I don't know where you're picking them up from, but I got how much do I have to stop at every weigh station if I don't unload a car? Let's say I'm going from Chicago. Why? But my weight's never changing.
The weight they're still checking because it's a requirement in every individual state.
Right.
All right. So if you notice that a lot of your weigh stations are either in the center of a state or they're at the state lines. Have you ever noticed that?
Yep. Springfield, St. Louis, Millville.
Yeah, exactly.
Getting across some states.
So those weigh stations are there to check your weights coming into the state and going out of the state. And I mean, if you're running a hot shot, you're running tractor trailer. If you are under a CDL version of driving, yes, you have to get weighed through.
Okay, I just wondered. Because I thought, well, if I'm hauling cars from Chicago to St. Louis, and however many weigh stations there are, because I know there's one in Springfield. Yeah, you have to, even though I don't unload a car, I have to stop at every one of them.
Yep, sure do. If they're open.
No fucking wonder. How these guys gonna make any money doing that shit? Stop all the fucking time?
Yeah, Chris.
I think Chris is dead.
I can't hear him.
I can't either.
Here he goes. He's going to cuss out his system.
That depends. I mean, if you're
I got depends. No,
going down the road and they're open, yeah, you got to stop. But if you're smart, you'll send someone ahead in a scout vehicle to let you know. And if they're open, find an alternative route. That's what we used to do.
Dude, but yeah, if you get caught doing that, that just got bigger.
No, I fucked that all up. Hold on.
So there's people that dodge scales. I've heard about that. I won't do it. I'll go through the scale. It's like my license is worth more to me than, 10 years in prison.
Well, this, like I said, I haven't driven a truck in, I'm 42 now. So yeah, 20 years ago was when I was driving a truck.
Yeah, now they hand out prison time for dodging a scale.
Really?
Oh, that's shitty.
Yeah, they do.
Shit.
Yeah, the car lock. I know people dodge the car lock scale all the time, but there's a way to do it to dodge it and get away with it.
Oh.
You have to leave Bloomington on Route 150 and not get on the highway because they're watching for you to duck off at the exit and go around them and then come back on a Goodfield.
Oh.
Yeah.
But if you leave on Route 150 and you go all the way to Goodfield and then cut in and get on the highway, you'll slide it.
Because we used to have to go up to Wisconsin, and if you cross 61 from Iowa straight into Wisconsin, you're going to hit a way station. But if you go 20 across the east Dubuque and then hit up, there's a back road that takes you into Wisconsin completely around it.
I mean, just like when I hauled that load from here up to Illinois, and I was at 88,000 pounds. I was way illegal.
Way overweight.
Yeah, I was 8,000 pounds overweight.
That's a lot.
Yeah, Max is 80.
I waited I knew that the scale on 75 going into Oklahoma was under construction. I'm right through there.
See, we were never worried about being overweight. We were worried about the truck violations itself.
Yeah. So I blew through that one. Then, all right. At the time, I'm going that route, 44. Inbound into Missouri, eastbound going into Missouri, 44. That scale house was under construction. Right through there. I jumped off at Lebanon, Missouri, cut up to Hannibal through back roads. I hit 36, which turns into 72. No scale house on 72. Took it straight into Taylorville and got it unloaded.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there was one day I was picking up various trailers and just dropping them off and running, and I had to take one trailer out to the dump and then dump it and then re-drop it off in town. And I usually did my pre-trip inspections, but I was going so fast and I had already picked up and dropped 4 trailers that morning. I was like, fuck the pre-trip. Big mistake.
Yep.
Going out, DOT gets behind me. I hit my turn signal to turn right, and the left blinker on the trailer starts going.
Oh no!
He got me for 17 DOT violations in one stop. I walked back over to where the boss was, laid the tickets down, and said, "Here, they're all truck violations, none of mine."
He's like, "Oh shit."
He wasn't like, "Oh shit." He's like, "Oh fuck, I got to get these paid. If my truck ain't moving, it ain't making money."
Well, yeah, and that's it. That's the nature of the business. So I was reading an article the other day, and the article said that back in the 70s, the average truck driver was making right around $55,000 to $60,000 a year, which in current money, it would be around $120,000.
Yeah.
Today, the average truck driver makes $45,000 to $50,000 a year.
Damn.
Well,
But then they talk about a driver shortage, and we took a pay cut.
Yeah.
Well, my dad straight up says, he started driving in the 70s because it was worth it. It was really good money at the time. And then once the 70s were over, 80s started moving in, gas prices went up, load cost went up, prices of everything went up. And nowadays it's not worth it to be an owner operator anymore.
No, that's
if you're going to drive truck, your best bet is to go with a company.
That's the biggest reason I've never bought a truck. I look at it and I weigh it out, and I'm like, I would love to own my own truck. And I know the truck I want is sitting right down here in San Antonio.
Well, and the other shitty thing is all these companies are trying to hire owner operators because it's cheaper for the company, because now you don't have to pay for the truck expenses. That goes to the owner operator, and you can pay him whatever, because they can't really say no. They can't afford to.
Yeah, and I mean, there's a lot of owner operators that are leasing onto these companies just to keep themselves rolling. I'm like, I want to retire. I want to retire. I want to find a redhead that wants to put massive boobs in my face. That's what I want to do.
I don't want to retire, but I want to make money off of doing what I do in my free time, Asgard Radio and all that other stuff, because it's something I enjoy doing. It's a hobby. And when you enjoy what you do, you really don't work.
Do what you love, and you never work a day in your life.
Yeah. That's why when I was welding over here, I love that, because welding, it's a hobby of mine. It relaxes me. I can put my hood down and tune everything out.
Yep.
I just want a redhead to put big boobs in my face for the rest of my life. That's what I want.
Yeah, I gotta see.
And
there's a chick on TikTok. I follow on TikTok, DJ.
Yeah.
I think she. I don't know. She's her TikTok name is Midwest Texas. So I'm kind of thinking she evidently she drives a truck, but she's not redhead. But then she's got some boobs on her, and she is horny.
Is she the one that drives the pink truck, or does she have like a pink walkie-talkie thing, or?
Oh, they all got walkie-talkie things.
Fun things.
She's
I used to ride a pink Softail.
But she just got fired for doing an OnlyFans in the back of her truck. And she got another job. So I guess somebody turned her in.
She got fired for what?
She did. She has a spicy channel. She got fired. She got caught on her OnlyFans in the back of one of her trucks.
The nurse?
This chick I follow on TikTok. I don't know her name.
She got fired for doing her OnlyFans and her sleeper.
Yeah.
On her off time.
Yeah, she was in a sleeper. Yeah.
Yeah, bullshit. No, she's got a lawsuit.
Yeah. Well,
that depends. Was it her truck or a company truck?
It was a company truck.
Fuck.
Well, if it's a company truck, then they can fire you for whatever the fuck they want.
They cannot tell me what the fuck to do in my sleeper. That is an extension of my home.
But if it's a company truck, it's their company and they're liable. If it's a company truck and they're liable for what happens inside that truck, and if something does happen, it could fall back on the company.
I mean, truck drivers have been letting lot lizards in their trucks for years.
I know.
Yeah, but they ain't putting them on fucking OnlyFans and YouPorn and ChatterBait and
maybe it's advertisement.
All of my favorite websites.
Irene, did your camera freeze?
Yeah,
I think so.
And we can hear you fine though. And it's like this odd look of looking at us like, oh, I'm praying for all of you.
Oh, Father. Oh, Father.
It's the Southern. God bless your soul.
Papa, no. Papa, no.
Marshall was looking directly at the camera, directly at me. I'd be turning off my camera.
Oh, man. I mean, she's like, it's that look of like, God bless you, sweet little heart.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man, I didn't think I was going to make it today because I went to a Christmas parade.
Why?
And at the end of the parade, I went over and I fired up the bike And every single cop in 5 counties looked my way, and I said, shit, I want to go home.
That's what you get. You want to ride them like that? That's what you get.
No, it's not the way I ride. It's a 1200 with straight drag pipes on it. It's a loud ass fucking loud.
And it's going to get attention.
Yeah.
But when I ride, I don't ride like an idiot. I do the speed limit. I try to keep my RPMs down.
I got a great idea. I want to see you ride that through a scale house.
When I get everything, because right now I'm having a little trouble getting it registered.
Yeah.
But when I get everything right and squared away, dude, I'll have no problem riding that thing down to Texas.
That's a long trip on a 1200 Sportster.
But the way it's also set up, I mean, it's not set up like a Sportster. It's set up to where you'll be comfortable going down
that's a long
highway.
trip on a Softail. I wouldn't want to do that under my, well, now I'm spoiled because I love my electric glide, but I would not want to do that trip under a dresser. I mean, I really wouldn't.
Well, I mean, it's got air ride suspension, 18-inch bat wing hangers. So, I mean, it's comfortable for cruising. I really didn't think it would be, but it actually is.
Let's say, but when we're talking cruising, I mean, how many miles are we talking?
I could probably go through a 5-gallon tank of gas before I got to stop.
Well, I mean, that's kind of the point. But when I'm saying how many miles are we talking in a day?
I will let you know next spring.
Fair enough.
See, because like getting on my glide and taking off, I've had 600 and 700 mile days.
Right. Well, I'm thinking
like,
off top of my head, maybe a 300-mile day would suffice.
Right, and I mean, that's what I'm saying is like I could get on a Sportster or a Softail. I'll do 300-400 miles in a day, and I'm sufficient. I'm like, okay, I'm good. That electric glide, I can do 700-800 miles in a day. 1,000 is pushing it. That tends to hurt, but I can do 7 or 8 and not think.
Right. Well, and like my last Sportster was a 68.
Ooh, the Ironhead.
Huh?
The Ironhead.
Ironhead kickstart. It was a 950 punched out to a 1200. So yeah, fucking, I almost broke my leg once or twice trying to kickstart it.
Okay, Fat 420. That comment right there. Irene is praying for you.
Oh, I thought Irene was a hot goth chick.
Irene is praying for you.
I could see Irene being goth.
I can see Irene doing a lot of stuff.
I can see Irene praying right now.
I got to think about Irene being goth for a minute.
Oh, here we go.
Oh.
You
no,
do
I
know
mean,
that
it's
Irene's married.
I just totally fucking forgot what we were talking about.
Motorcycle.
See, this is what happens when they both start smoking together. You know what, Irene?
Yeah.
I mean, have you ever noticed that? You get these two smoking together and
Very entertaining.
Oh,
they are.
No, but my 68 Sportster, I did not have a speedometer on that bike for the simple fact that it had so much power. I really didn't want to know how fast I was really going. My current bike, I'm kind of glad it has a speedometer because I kind of like watching my speed anymore.
Well, I'll tell you what, Chris, I've got something that might assist you. I have this great thing that you need to learn about that might assist you with all of your riding and everything you're doing. I think you need to learn from Steve about the power. I think you need to learn from Steve the power of the Gooch Blast.
No, thank you.
Gooch Blast. Good.
See, Irene, should he learn about the Gooch Blaster?
Gooch Blast necessary every 5 months.
See?
Well, the way I see it is if you avoid rain and puddles and shit like that, I mean, careful of which button you push when you use the toilet in Japan.
Steve, would you please describe to Chris how to do the Gooch Blast?
Yeah, define.
Well,
Define.
She
first
can,
off,
Fat 420, but I got 50 to 1 says she won't.
I would
Steve?
suggest a handheld massaging shower head. You put the water on. You put the water on a hardest spray that you can stand. I mean, I like it really good and hard. And because I'm disabled, I have to hold on to my bar and get in the Johnny Bench catcher position. Like
ballet in the shower, but
Wait.
a lot more weights.
The Donnie Bench catcher position.
and I have my left hand around the grab bar, and my right hand is holding the shower head in my taint and anus area, hosing that all down. And while I'm doing that, I'm tapping the water to get hotter and hotter and hotter until I finally say, "Whoo, that's too hot." And I start backing down. Oh, I have to start this all over again. He laughs.
Yeah, he walked away.
Wow,
You're giving him good educational advice here, and he walks away.
I'm
Exactly.
sorry, my cat was bitching for me to let it out. I kind of heard.
Okay, so yeah, you're in the Donnie Bench catcher position with one hand around the handicap grab handle, and you got your other hand on the shower head, which is okay.
On the hardest setting you can get, or pulsating, or anything. I shower head I like now. I'd like there's another one out there that I really like that I got left at one of these chicks' houses that I lived with. And it pissed me off because it had some major water pressure, and it was really soft. The water came out hard, but it was soft at the same time. It had like little. The shower head was acrylic, but had like little balls floating around inside of it. It was really crazy. I got it off the internet, and I used it. I really liked it, but it had so much pressure it blew the fucking hose out. And the shower head started spraying hot water all over, and I had to get a metal
blow this
hose.
shit up your ass.
Oh yeah,
And you're telling me you're not gay.
with the hottest water possible.
I don't think he's ever said he's not gay. Has he ever said that
No.
out loud? Have I ever? I don't think
I
I've ever
do.
heard him say
I
that.
know he said that he has alluded to being very bi-curious.
Yeah,
I was
Okay.
married.
the dong
I didn't do this when I was married.
Like bisexually curious.
I am.
Well, okay.
You're one of those whatever gets your rocks off.
Yeah. 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 It don't
Next
matter.
time, if your shower head's too hard, just hand it my way. I'll take care of it.
17 or 77. It's all good.
All right. So you now you haven't heard any noises from Gooch blasting, have you?
Oh, but I've got tingling feeling like I was going to have a sexual experience.
Sexual experience.
See,
Sorry.
there you go, Chris. This is something you need in your life.
It's a sexual experience in the shower.
I'm thinking Steve's the kind of guy that started going to the proctologist in his mid-20s just to see if he could get it milked.
What you did?
Oh, yeah.
He ain't denying it.
Yeah, I still say I agree. The best blowjob I've ever had was when she was also still my her finger on my butt.
Oh yes, we know about this. Finger in my butt.
Damn.
Oh, your butt.
Damn. Damn.
Yeah.
I'm very happy that Steve is comfortable in his sexuality.
Yeah,
For real,
go
for real.
Steve.
We need more people.
I think Steve's a trisexual. He will try anything.
Yeah. Well,
I
I don't know about trying. I don't know.
Well, like, I mean, I know that you have said certain circumstances that you would take one in the butt.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, Chris swears up and down he'd never do it.
I couldn't. I couldn't.
I think there's a number.
Thought of that. I mean, no.
I didn't think I'd like it either, but Michelle just said, relax. And I was, oh.
See, no, because years and years ago, I had a girl that was down there giving me a hug with her mouth, and she started just to fondle back there, and I immediately, nope, please don't do that.
Yeah, I
like
had him down.
Everything was going good until she started back there, and I was like, nope,
Oh,
that's
man.
a no.
See, I'm more along the lines of like, I feel sorry for anyone who wants to get back there because I know what comes out of there.
Well, yeah.
I've had people ask me like, why? It's fun, and I'm like, it didn't feel right. It felt all kinds of wrong.
Like I said, I know what comes out of there, so I'm like, oh no.
Yeah.
And it's more for them. It's not for me. It's them.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, you don't want to mess around back there.
Well, and I mean, I ain't gonna go and I mean, if I'm getting some head from a girl, I mean, I'm gonna make sure beforehand that I took a shower and my all nice and clean and
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
I ain't gonna
That's
try
considerate.
having her down there with some swamp ass going on.
Oh no, never.
Then here you go. Like,
That's just rude and ignorant. I mean, I've years and years ago, just fucking around at a party, I used the "Hey, if I go wash my dick, will you suck it?" line. And the girl thought about it for a minute, and she's like, "Yeah, you don't look too bad. I would." And I'm like, "Shit, let me go wash my dick real quick." And I did, out of respect for her.
but I mean, now you got an added tool because Steve told you about gooch blasting.
Yeah. I had to
I
had to
said,
ask if she'd watch mine. And I go
Any-
there to wash rag and wash shoes. Yeah, whatever floats your boat, baby.
To me, it just, when anything goes back there, unless it's a washcloth with some soap on it, it just don't feel right. Even when I wash it, it don't feel like.
So foreplay is a washcloth with soap, and that'll soften it up.
Yeah.
Soften it up. Wait, like try to put the soap inside?
No, it's gonna
thank
loosen it up, soften it up, like relax it some
No.
for the insertion.
No, nothing inserted.
But stuff
Metal Mike, that's Fat 420. I'm sure if you look online, there's all kinds of them for sale.
Oh yeah.
I had this guy who used to buy them.
I got mine from the gym.
And then give them to his
The
wife.
panties I stole from the laundry.
Wait.
I'm pretty sure this day and age, with all the shit going on, I haven't been there in a while, but I know certain strip clubs at the end of the night used to sell off the panties that were worn that night.
Oh.
Nice.
All right, so I'm going to rewind this. You're not stealing from laundry rooms still, are you, Steve?
No, not anymore. No.
Okay, thank God.
No.
Because that was
Give me a new wardrobe. Hope they're my size.
The black panties and the blue ones that are hanging up, those came from the laundry room.
So those ones came from
The bras and jeans.
okay.
I got another bra in my bedroom.
So, like
on
like
my
I said,
screen.
you're not stealing like any of this from the laundry room anymore.
No.
You used to do that too?
Finders keepers.
Oh God.
It says right on the sign at the laundromat, do not leave clothes unattended.
Yeah.
Well,
And
it
that
also says over the urinal at the bar, do not eat the big pink mint. But you would think that's implied.
You would.
What is
I
this?
don't know if I'd eat it, but I'd put it in my mouth.
Not dope.
But you know they don't need to put that over the urinal in an old school biker bar or something like that. That's mainly in yuppie and millennial bars. Fucking Tide Pod eating motherfuckers.
Man, the bars are the dirtiest places when we used to go out. Like there'd be like a line for like you'd be in line for the bathroom for like 45 minutes, and you get in there, you're like people doing drugs and like all kinds of craziness happening everywhere.
Well, I mean, I've done coke in a fucking bar bathroom. I mean,
who hasn't?
Steve says he is not.
I haven't done coke ever. Unless we talk like Coca-Cola.
I'm gonna think Steve's a damn liar on that one.
Never in a bathroom.
No, he does meth.
No.
I've done it in the bathroom. I've done coke right at the bar.
I've done coke off a stripper's ass.
I smoke meth in the smoking area.
Okay. Here's one you guys will never do. I smoked crack in the porta potty at Rock the Dock.
Well, never did that.
Well, I'll never smoke crack.
Well, I mean, it was just kind of given to me, and I wasn't going to waste it.
Exactly. And when it's given to you, you can't pass it up.
I can honestly say I have smoked some crack, but I've never been a crackhead.
Yeah.
Like when the shit's done, we ain't going to get no more. We ain't when the shit's done, it's time to go home and go to bed.
Yeah.
Time to go to bed. I like that.
420 says he did coke off a big titty woman at Slick Rick's.
Oh.
And one of those built-in tables.
Oh.
Hell yeah.
No problem.
So was she laying on the table?
What's that?
Was she laying on the table?
Yeah.
And then,
I think with big titties, it doesn't matter how she is.
Oh,
I had an offer at a specific bar in downtown Springfield near the Amtrak station. A couple guys were outside and, hey, want to do some coke? Sure, why not? Okay, let's go. We went into the bar. I took 3 steps and I says, nope, I'm sorry. This is not my kind of bar, and walked right back out the door.
Oh.
I think I know the one you were in. Yep, I remember Slick Rick's. Oh, God, I remember Slick Rick's. But that is a story for another time.
I'm curious about Slick Rick's.
I don't remember the name of it, but the way it was decorated from the outside, I actually thought it was an Irish bar. And then when we got in, it was,
Okay. Hey, baby.
We're getting close, and I've got to clean a fridge.
For Thanksgiving?
That is a disgusting fridge, but I've been putting it off, so I've got to get it done today. Final thoughts for tonight, starting with the late one, Chronic Chris.
Sorry I was late. You know, like I said, I was out at a parade trying to do the local holiday festivity thing. I haven't been to a parade since I've been here, but cocaine off boobies is fun. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, always support local independent music. Go to a live show at your local bar. They may not be Megadeth, but hey, it's still mega good. Always keep the rubber to the road, and always watch for motorcycles. I'm Chronic Chris, and I love all of you.
Steve, final thoughts tonight.
Oh boy, my final thoughts. Well, it's always a joy joining the show. Thank you. Thank you, TJ, for answering my trucking questions. Those were things running through my head, and every time I went on the road, I'm like, why the fuck? I'm like fucking TJ. He dabbles in that shit. But yeah, it was fun. Fucking Kansas City won. Fucking bullshit.
Damn it.
By 3 points. Oh, well. Okay. But yeah, I'm going to watch more football. And I have had a little bit too much to smoke today. I got to get a drink. I'm really dry in the mouth. Goodbye.
All right. Irene, your final thoughts tonight.
I kind of got lost in whatever he was saying.
I did.
Here we go. God bless your soul. Now I just hope y'all stay clean and wash your butt cracks and try not to do too much cocaine off with them when you're in your truck watching that wrestling. I'm just kidding.
Oh Lord.
I don't know.
He still throws
that's
it
my
on the
final.
innocent face.
I know, right? It's like here, let me help this out. All right, now I'm ready.
And make sure to give back to your communities, folks. And get your sleep, because mental health matters. It really does.
Oh man.
That's my final thought.
Yeah, I haven't been getting much sleep lately because we're on peak right now, so there's no sitting still. I'm averaging about 5 to 6 hours of sleep a day.
Since we're all big on mental health and self-care, I want you all to download the Finch app.
Finch.
It is an app you check on daily, and it's got daily goals and stuff all for your mental health, your personal growth, mental awareness. It's a really good, fun app.
All right, Fat 420's final thought is the woman at Slick Rick's flopped the boob out, slapped it on the table, made a line from her nipple up, and said, "Suck and sniff, bitch." Steve's got a look on his face like, I want that.
I know what you're sniffing, but the questionable part is the suck.
Probably suck the nipple and then sniff the way up.
Okay, because I've done it was a line of coke down to her belly button and then a body shot in the belly button.
So, in the meantime, everybody, we'll be back Thursday night. I'm definitely going to be on the road again. So here we go, another road show.
Woohoo!
Lots of stuff going on. Make sure that you tune in to Steve's program tomorrow, Wake and Bake. And,
that's right.
Yeah, plug your shows.
Big one.
I got to go to the doctor tomorrow.
Fucking Minnesota beat Chicago in overtime. 30-27. Yeah?
I don't want to hear that, but how did Miami do?
I haven't seen that one. Dallas beat Washington. No.
What is this, upset week?
I don't know.
Miami was beating the shit out of New England.
They're supposed to, yeah.
Wait, they're beating the Patriots?
They were whooping their fucking asses.
Dolphins?
Yeah, it was like 21-0 when I quit talking to my buddy that actually was paying attention.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Steve, you were plugging your shows.
Yeah.
You had it on TV
my show?
Back off.
Yeah.
My show. Oh, you all. Then Tuesday we'll be back with Ray Lytle's Morning Disaster. So you can check us out on Ray Lytle at
go to morningdisaster.net. Become a subscriber at Ray Lytle's Morning Disaster.
Yeah, thank you.
Obviously broadcasting live. Steve will probably be beyond baked by Tuesday morning, which is always
big trouble Tuesday morning.
Usually Tuesday morning, he goes on a 45-minute ramble that is incoherent.
This is him sober right now. Like, he's sober now.
This is mildly sober. You should see him when he's gone to the stratosphere.
But he only does this on Tuesdays?
No, I do.
You got to catch Tuesday morning.
Every day.
Monday, he starts himself up.
Yeah.
And then I don't think he makes it back to his recliner all day Monday and Monday night. And he's right there in that chair wearing the same clothes Tuesday for Morning Disaster. And then he's just stratosphere gone.
Yeah.
So this has been the Sunday night edition of Mayhem's Amigos. Obviously coming up Wednesday. We will do the show Wednesday night for Thanksgiving Eve because of Thursday.
Yeah.
So be here for Amigos After Dark Wednesday night around between 9 and 10 p.m. And then we will see you next Sunday after Survivor Series for another Mayhem's Amigos. So everybody take care, and we look forward to talking to you then. Good night.
Be good, kids. Be good.